Dr. Paul Cleveland. I'm with Boundary Stone, and we're here to try to provide you resources to equip you to engage with your world. And it's oftentimes a very confusing world, it seems. Last time I talked to you a little bit about the importance of morality and embracing moral principles and how we live out our lives. I was thinking that there's another aspect that we ought to bring into play, and that's God's common grace. I was listening to a song by Johnny Cash just recently, and the song kind of goes like this. You can run on for a long time. You can run on for a long time. But sooner or later, God's going to cut you down. You know, that's really true. And he kind of goes on there and with an encounter that he had with Jesus, the come to Jesus moment for Johnny. And he says in his song that the Lord said, "Go tell the people. Go tell them." And so several of the lines in the song go like this. Go tell that long-tongued liar. Go tell that midnight rider. Go tell the rambler, the gambler, and the backbiter that sooner or later God's going to cut them down. You know, and that's the thing. Anything that we do, if we try to do it in the dark, you know, it's going to come to light eventually. And so we live in this world where God's gracious. You know, He's been gracious to people who are trying to do the right thing, as well as people who are intent on doing the wrong thing. And oftentimes it looks like that doing the wrong thing is far more successful than doing the right thing, but really not in the end. And so once again, you know, moral principles matter. Eventually, you will reap whatever you've sown, and so principles matter. Well, where do we start, especially in areas of economics? Well, I think there are several commandments that deal with this right off the top. Namely, the commandment to not steal from one another. Now, and what is stealing? Well, it's taking something that someone else possesses, either by force, violence, using violence of some form, or taking it by fraud, trying to deceive. And so really, if we're going to have a successful economy, you know, theft needs to be minimized in that economy. And that, you know, of course, that brings into the case of bearing false witness, just flat out lying to people in order to try to get them to do something for you that you're not going to do your part in response to what they've done. So all those things are, you know, really quite important if not only for your own personal successful economy, but for the successful economy of us working together as a whole. Now, it might appear for a time period that you can dispense with morality and in God's common grace. Oftentimes you can't tell whether or not the success of doing the wrong thing that it's ever going to be caught up with. But I think Johnny Cash was exactly right. Well, you can run on for a long time, but sooner or later God will cut you down. Well, I hope this has given you something to think about as you engage your world, your culture, and so think about these things for a while, and we'll continue to press ahead with other topics next time and in the future. So, like I said, this is Dr. Paul Cleveland. I'm with Boundary Stone, and we're here to provide you resources so that you can understand and engage your culture in an effective way. Talk to you next time. Check out our website, boundarystone.org. See you.